を目の当にイヌタロと仲間たちはあなたの冒険の始まる。それは猫惑星。
I thought it was more impressive that I started flying without any formal training. Basically, I applied the driving principles of my CDL program to the human body itself, which led me to deduce the proper mechanisms of the flying technique. When you're behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler, you have to take all 18 wheels into account. It was then, just now, that I realized. The human body has 18 flying notes that correspond perfectly to a semi-truck's 18 wheels. From there, it was a simple matter of putting my notes into first gear, and then supercharging them.
Maybe if I supercharge my nodes, I can fly too.
Don't fucking do it, Rex! Leave it to the pros!
Looking for this?
Uptown Schizo dangles the cat genie's lamp above them.
Give me that now.
Do you even know what that is? You weren't here for this.
I was here for that one. I think I was there for that one.
You weren't at the tournament. I would have known. You did not enter the tournament.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. I think I won. I'm pretty sure that I won that tournament. Anyway, I know what that thing is. It holds gravy, doesn't it? Gravy boat?
Enough! He who controls the lamp can wish for as much gravy as he wants, but that is beside the point. You see, a genie's lamp, the most profitable investment a business person can make, as a mere container for gravy? Peh! You will never have what it takes to learn how to wholesale real estate for massive profits, all without needing a real estate license.
Real estate? What's that?
Are you asking me what real estate is? Like houses and stuff?
Uh-huh.
A house where you'd sleep and stuff. Like, where do you live?
I'm mostly crashing around the Dogcatcher high school and stuff. In the stew. That's what I call the studio. That's my computer.
Do you have parents?
I used to, but I don't even have flashbacks about them anymore. I think my dad was a samurai or something. That or a salary man.
Whatever. You may not have any idea what's going on, but I've been waiting for you, Inutaro. If I wanted, I could have already used this magic lamp to make all my dreams come true. But that would be too easy. First, I need to defeat you, Inutaro, to prove myself worthy of such unfathomable power.
That doesn't explain why you were so late. We had to beat up a bunch of cats in the meantime. We fought them one at a time even. We really made a meal out of it.
Sorry, I just learned how to fly, so I flew here. It turns out it's way slower than running. Who knew?
Flying is the fastest movement mechanism known to man. You just got lost.
Didn't you just learn how to fly in the last 5 minutes? If I was on time, you wouldn't have figured out how to fly.
Be that as it may, it appears that I am the expert at flying now. In fact, let's see how high I can go.
Somewhere deep inside Inutaro, we hear the muffled sound of a motor revving, and he leaps into the air and starts flying straight up at a respectable speed.
Hey, Uptown Schizo, get up here. I found some passive income.
Why, that's not passive income. You're just sticking your finger out of the fly of your jeans.
Bet you can't get as high as me. Wait, high as me? I just thought of a great name for a song. My Song 10.
A holy cross made of bright white energy manifests under Uptown Schizo as he rockets into the sky at a very mild speed. Both Uptown Schizo and Inutaro ascend higher and higher above the Cherry Blossom Oasis until they can go no further. They stare at each other icily, breathing hard.
That all you get?
This is as high as I'm able to fly right now. But in my defense, I have a ton of coins in my pockets. What about you?
My insurance doesn't cover any incidents above 800 meters.
Inutaro! Start fighting now or come closer! We can't fucking hear you guys!
Inutaro, it's Primrose. What are you two talking about? Are you talking about me?
Hey, Uptown Schizo. I was thinking about what you said about real estate. I think it's really cool that you have a passion in this life.
You should really give more consideration to wholesaling real estate, drop shipping, any sort of passive income generation, really. You can't be a super-powered fighter forever. You need a backup plan. Plus, money helps a lot in terms of getting good at girls.
Oh, I'm set on girls. Primrose is basically just waiting for me whenever I want to chill out and settle down after I get her enough spring breaks in or whatever. I think she has a boyfriend right now, but I think she just dumped him because he was partying in the quicksand with other girls. That's why all I crave is power.
Money is power too.
Tell me more.
On your collar right now, it displays your power level, right? Well, a bank account is the same thing for money. It displays your financial power level. And just like how you wanted to be the strongest dog catcher in the world, most normal people are trying to have the strongest bank account in the world.
Wow. Are you telling me that with enough money, I can blast a hole through everyone's head who opposes me? By using diamonds that I buy or laser machines or stuff? Could wealth turn me into an unstoppable monster?
Yes. That's basically what I intend to use the Cat Genie's wish for. I will wish for a land rights deed to the whole planet. That way I can charge rent to the entire population and jack up prices to whatever I want. I can evict those who disgust me. Planet Wet Food shall be my property, and you will not stand in my way.
Oh. That sounds way cooler than our plan. They were telling me we were just gonna get rid of the fleas on our dog spaceship so we could go home more better. Dr. Insane Einstein is trying to fix it on his own, but he's having trouble.
Doctor? My father? You would use your wish to help my father accomplish his goals?
Maybe not anymore. Your idea sounds way cooler.
I've misjudged you, Inutaro.
I don't think you have, dude.
No, noble sweet Inutaro. Princely, even. I was wrong about you. Your saintliness and selflessness in helping my father have not gone unnoticed. Unfortunately, that changes nothing about what we must do right now. I must test my mettle against yours in active combat.
Huh?
You wanna fight?
Oh. Yeah.
In the blink of an eye, Uptown Schizo and Inutaro surge forward and crash into each other. 1 million punches are thrown in half of a second, and they are all dodged by moving 1 centimeter in a way that looks suspiciously easy to animate.
It appears that they are neither moving nor saying anything, from my vantage point.
Primrose, they are moving at over 1 million miles per hour and saying over 1 trillion words a second.
He's lying. He can't keep up either. I can hear what they're saying, but it's not interesting. Inutaro accused Uptown Schizo of killing Roof from D12.
Tengoku no Dorobo. Heaven's Thug.
Inutaro leans forward, exposing his open jaw to Uptown Schizo while interlocking his fingers and raising both hands above his head. Uptown Schizo charges his knuckles with holy energy, and the letters M-O-R-T and G-A-G-E form on his fists. He throws a haymaker and connects with the outstretched jaw of Inutaro, who then twists his body away from the blow, corkscrewing wildly. He crashes into Uptown Schizo's body, slides to his back, grapples him, snags Uptown Schizo's wallet, and pulls off his stone little butt cheeks with his bare hands. Uptown Schizo scowls and doubles over mid-air while his back is turned.
I'm disappointed, Inutaro. That didn't even hurt.
Turn around.
My butt cheeks? Why, I need to call my insurance immediately. If anyone asks, this happened at a lower altitude. Hold up. Where is my United Healthcare Premier Health Bucks card?
Looking for this?
My money clip.
What are they talking about now, Dubs?
They're doing some Porky Pig shit. Bits. Mostly bits.
That's it on the fight, right? Like I got your wallet and your butt cheeks. With any other guy, I know that means I won, but I don't really know your unique biology.
No, you definitely didn't kick my ass. Even though, on a literal level, you did remove my ass. But that's not the same as kicking it. It just isn't. I really hope I can get this ass back on. I really don't want to blow my wish on this. No part of me's ever fallen off before. It doesn't hurt. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I really hope I'm not fucked here. But you didn't kick my ass. I just respect you more now. Do you understand?
Sort of. You're saying that I didn't kick your ass, but the fight is over. But not because you got your ass kicked. Fight is over because you respect that I took your wallet.
Right. I'm showing you mercy because of your good deed. Your intention to help my dad.
And your dad is... Rex?
Don't worry about it.
In the distance, everyone hears a big noise like if Godzilla was a cat. Like,
That sound, it can only be the cat god.
I'll kill him.
No. Listen, Inutaro. There's one thing you cannot do. You cannot go to the cat god's lair, the impenetrable fortress known only as Friskies World. They lure you to this planet in order to use you for some kind of scheme, a sacrifice not unlike that of our Lord and Savior, Tony Robbins. Mr. Yakubiles was telling me about it. Just steer clear of the cat god and everything will be all right.
in the distance, fireworks start exploding directly above Friskies World.
I must go.
Don't you see? They're trying to lure you. It's a trap.
I don't think so. I'm not getting trap vibes. All this talk if it's a trap or not is stressing me out. I'm gonna let my guard down real quick and head on over there.
Do not do that. But unfortunately, I can't stop you. I have to go do something.
You're not coming with us?
I would love to, but I've got some matters to attend to.
You have to glue your ass back on?
I just remembered I have to finish getting my CDL. But I will reappear when you need me. That's for sure.
You don't have your CDL? How'd you learn how to fly?
What?
Never mind. We'll catch you later, probably at the place I'm not supposed to go.
Uptown Schizo flies off, holding one butt cheek in each hand as Inutaro slowly floats back to the ground with both his hands inside his pants.
What did he say?
You said we have to go to Friskies World to beat up the cat god.
Friskies World. It's like the Kremlin on crack.
It's like the Pentagon if there were rivers of delectable gravy flowing through it.
Babe, if you don't think there's secret rivers of gravy in the Pentagon, you're naive.
I let him keep the genie lamp because I ripped off his butt cheeks. Sorry if anyone cared about that.
It's whatever.
We need that lamp to escape the planet.
Nah, I don't know. Things just sort of work out for me. We'll be fine. Now let's kick some feline tail.
But how do we get there? Friskies World is too far away.
Hey, take a look over there. It's a minecart. Right when you said, "How do we get there?" I looked over and saw it. I saw it exactly when you said that. That minecart will take us there for sure.
Well, how do you know that?
No, Primrose is right. I also saw it right when Rash said that. To me, that's a slam dunk to me. My white magic skills have honed my feline intuition. Actually, my feline intuition and my female intuition are both going crazy right now. So I know for sure this minecart is money. You can put that on $1 and print it.
I don't want anyone to say I'm not a woman, so my female intuition is going crazy too. Let's get in that minecart and go to the center of the earth or whatever.
Friskies World.
Ew, they call it that?
To a cat, Friskies World sounds delicious. But the truth is, it's anything but. You actually can't eat most of it. It's mostly walls and bricks and stuff.
Friskies World? Why name it that? Is it horny?
Of course not. It's named after our first president cat, Tom Frisky. He was known for being super horny.
Everyone get in the minecart because I'm pulling this big rusty lever in like 5 seconds. We can figure out who's horny on the way.
I'm horny. Hey, Inutaro, I'm horny.
Great. We figured out that Ratch is horny. Now, let's start our adventure.
Inutaro kicks the rusty lever on the ground and the minecart lurches forward. It flies underground, weaving between loose buttresses, clanking along the old track. They careen around a corner and see a fork in the tracks directly ahead. One path leads further down the mountain, and the other leads into a big wet hole full of red-hot lava.
Inutaro, I'm allergic to lava.
We're chill. See that lever? Someone want to hit that right quick?
Inutaro rifles through his pockets and pulls out his wallet. Without hesitating, he chucks it at the lever and flips it.
Inutaro, you saved us. But wasn't your CDL in there?
Primrose, a CDL isn't a piece of paper. It's imprinted on your very heart, on your very soul. A CDL is a covenant that you enter with the truck and God. They will know my CDL by the reckless showboat driving techniques that I display at breakneck speeds. No, Primrose. I don't think I'll ever need my CDL ever again. I think I'm like one power level away from permanently abandoning clothes. Of course, I'd have to learn how to retract my penis into my body.
Nothing is impossible if you put your mind to it.
After about 15 more forks in the tracks where they have to throw 15 different things at levers, they arrive at the doorstep of Friskies World. It's an imposing castle with a sprawling fairgrounds consisting of an intricate system of roads and rivers surrounding public attractions, like a cat-themed hedge maze and a Mount Rushmore-style carving with 4 random cats on it. Pate lagoons and gravy rivers crisscross the landscape, while songbirds dive directly into the open mouths of hungry cats. Catnip? They've been doing catnip. Amid all the chaos, Inutaro and friends step up to the front gate of the castle, which reads, "Feed your fantasy" in gold script.
You're not permitted to be here.
Why not?
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm checking the law now, and it says here you are officially trespassing on the cat god's premises. Please turn around and display your buttholes as you leave. Otherwise, we will be forced to play a very loud vacuum cleaner sound.
Listen here, Kimosabi. We ain't here for all that. Let me break it down at your speed, hombre. My boy Inutaro has some bad blood with your boss, the cat god, and we just want to scoot on in and tell him what's up. Capiche?
Oh, if you're here to kill our boss, then by all means, go right ahead.
Really?
Of course not. Guards, kill them.
The cat soldiers open fire on Inutaro and friends, catching them off guard. When the bullets start flying, Inutaro's hands are still in his pants. Dubs projects bright white magic from her paws and forms a protective shield around the group, deflecting bullets everywhere.
Whoa, good thinking. The bullets are reflecting back and killing the soldiers. You gotta teach me how to do that.
I thought they would stop shooting once they saw the shield. They're shooting even harder now.
How long can you keep this up?
All night, baby. You guys go ahead without me. I'll hold them off out here. The only downside is that this spell requires 2 paws to cast. So if you could send someone down with a beer every 30 minutes, that'd be great.
Dubs, we can't just leave you behind.
You have to. Primrose, come here. I want to tell you something. Reach into my right pocket. There should be a pill in there. I want you to place it on my little sandpaper tongue. It's called the everything pill. It's basically like doing poppers, whippets, and Delta 8 all at once.
None of those are pills.
Be that as it may, I need you to go ahead and show the world your magic. Show them who you are. Hold on. My pupils are getting bigger. I can feel it. It's kicking in. You need to stop listening to any advice I give starting right now. Primrose, you need to put out more. Guys respect it. It means you're a decision maker.
Dubs strains to hold the shield as bullet after bullet ricochets into it. The rest of the party runs through the gates and into the main castle. They find themselves at a dead end in an underground science lab. An electrified gate blocks their progress.
Hey, Inutaro, shouldn't you be able to just bash that gate? I know it's electric, but like, we've seen you fight demons and flies, so it doesn't seem that wild.
Absolutely not. Do you see what I did with my hair? I put gel in it today. I did a little flip in the front of my hair. I think it looks cool. The electricity will mess that up too bad. Also, I don't want to fight anywhere humid.
The cable here, it's too thick to be cut. Wait, if we follow the cable, it leads straight to this tank of acid. Hey, Inutaro.
Are you tripping, Primrose? Are you on poppers and whippets or something? No organic being could ever do that. It's acid. I'm like food to it.
True. No organic being would make it out alive. But maybe an android could.
Where are we gonna find an android at this hour? The sex doll supply outlet on 37th Street? Big Jim's unrealistic sex doll emporium on the strip?
Rash. I'm a cat android.
You're a cat?
We can have a conversation later about why you're so familiar with Big Jim's unrealistic sex dolls.
They're unrealistic, so it's okay. A real woman would be structurally unsound if she was built like one of those dolls. So by definition, they're no competition for you, babe.
Women are protesting his store all the time. Not because he's doing anything immoral necessarily, but because it just seems to be in poor taste.
Go on, babe. Unplug the cable or whatever.
Why don't you get one of Big Jim's dolls to do it for you?
They would never be able to fit with the proportions they got. And besides, the warranty doesn't cover acid damage.
Once I get into that acid pit, there's no way back to the side. Do you promise to come get me later? I'm gonna write you a reminder and pin it to your gloves, okay?
Yes.
Gentian Violet writes down, reminder, GF trapped in acid, and pins it to Rash's lapel and climbs down into the acid pit, sighing and shaking her head. She submerges herself in the classic-style green acid and holds her breath, ambling toward the electrical socket that is plugged in while submerged in caustic acid for some reason. Gentian Violet grabs the plug and pulls it out, and the electrified barrier stops humming. Rash gives one last look to his girlfriend through the acid, pressing his penis against the barrier so she can see it one last time before he and the rest of the party move onward.
Hold up, everyone. The next room is pitch black and filled with infrared light. We got a classic style security room coming up.
Can't we just trigger the trap on purpose and fight whoever comes? Puzzles are kind of harder than most guys. Like, I can kill God, but I can't fuck with the Rubik's Cube.
Probably. But they would most likely kill one of the weaker people, like Rash or Primrose. Studs like me and you would be fine, but...
Oof! Don't take it personally, Rash. Your power level isn't anything to be ashamed of.
All right, Rash, we get it. Shut the fuck up.
Rash-san, are you coming? Are you jacking off? Now? How dare you?
Suddenly, Rash doubles over and hits the ground. A bloody tooth flies out of his mouth and lands near Primrose's feet.
Whoa, Rash! You still have your baby teeth?
He jacked off so hard one of his teeth fell out? No, it couldn't be.
Suddenly, Pamela looks at the floor next to Rash and sees, for a brief moment, 2 paw prints.
Rash isn't jacking off. He's being attacked. Rude technique, super smoker style. Solid snake no jitsu.
Pamela flicks an old select to her lips and lights it in one fluid motion, exhaling a plume of smoke toward Rash, revealing an otherwise invisible infrared cat man just beating the absolute nuggets out of Rash. He's swinging at him in an exaggerated 1930s style, and as the smoke fills the room, the invisible figure turns to regard Pamela.
I got this one. You guys have already watched me fight a ton of times, so just go on without me.
Glad you said it. I really didn't want to stand around here doing nothing while you beat up this dumb animal, just to be polite.
Although, I can tell that this fight between me and this invisible guy is going to be an all-timer. One of the greatest fights I've ever had. I feel it in my bones that me and this guy are going to go 10 rounds, revealing all sorts of cool new moves to each other, giving speeches about our respective ideologies. Hell, might even have a flashback or two.
That's great, Pamela. Bye!
Bye! I'm the main character!
The remaining 4 heroes, Inutaro, Primrose, Rash, and Rex, hurry down a small hallway while the sounds of battle remain behind them. They push up through a hatch and find themselves inside a large humming factory. The factory is producing military-use pet toys such as uranium on a string, CIA-strength catnip, dog-killing ARF-15 rifles, desert beagles, booby-trapped cardboard boxes, and a kitty cat water fountain that emits white phosphorus. Assembly lines, giant swinging vats of molten iron, and cats in overalls move with urgency.
What is this place? These types of cat toys were banned under the Intergalactic Pet Treaty of Space Year 28B. After the Second Odie War, when Garfieldite forces purged dogs from this quadrant of the galaxy, it was decided that cats and dogs would mostly just chase each other around and swipe at each other. They also decided that it's a war crime to throw a ball.
Wow, you're so knowledgeable, Rex. I had no idea you knew so much about intergalactic pet law, since we don't have a history class in Dogcatcher school. Plus, you spent your whole life basically in a 2-mile radius in Tokyo. Plus, you're younger than all of us, and only like 7 in human years.
Be that as it may, this is really serious. These laws were put in place for good reason. After their victory in the Second Odie War, the Garfieldite forces acted with impunity in this region, slaughtering all kinds of dogs, rabbits, birds, etc. in their conquest for resources. They discovered an extremely versatile, valuable mineral which they called Garfieldite. Guess what color it is?
Clear!
1
I
million.
know what color it was, I'm not guessing.
Anyway, they used other types of pets as slaves to mine their Garfieldite. And then they discovered Needitsobadium. And I don't gotta tell you how they felt about that. They were nuts about that stuff. But my point is, these laws were put in place to stop that kind of tyranny, and restore order to the part of the universe where pets are like the main guys. But if the cat god has a facility like this, what exactly is he planning?
Maybe he thought he could make a plan so boring that we would just give up?
Come on, Inutaro. This is exciting stuff. History, galactic history. This is the type of shit you see scrolling in the beginning of a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, we're on an alien planet fighting a god for some reason. Just 1 year ago, you would have thought that's pretty exciting, Inutaro. Admit it.
I grew up, Primrose. I got my CDL. I learned a lot of pro wrestling moves. Going to crazy planets and killing gods is just normal stuff once you're a professional dog catcher. This isn't high school anymore. Maybe it's time you grew up too?
Inutaro thinks I should grow up? Does that mean he wants me to be an accountant? Or a burlesque dancer? I'm a burlesque dancer.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are any of us talking about?
I'm an accountant.
We have to keep moving. We'll figure out what everyone's adult job is later.
Looks like they're ringing the dinner bell, Kimasabi.
Who's Kimasabe? Me, right? I'm Kimasabe.
That's the dinner bell. I don't want to be lunch.
Let's scram before we're on the menu.
That alarm sounds a lot more serious than the previous one. I don't think we should joke around about this one. The last one, sure, but now we really gotta get moving.
Too late! Their forces are swarming!
Cat soldiers in fatigue start funneling out from every door in the top floor of the factory, armed with Katlishnikov rifles. They take aim and spray down at the factory floor indiscriminately, causing workers to flee and bullets to bounce around. Inutaro, Rash, Rex, and Primrose dive behind a big iron vat for cover.
Fuck! We didn't take the alarm seriously!
We're pinned down! Where do we go?
I wish someone stronger was here to help us!
Or at least someone with good ideas.
Rex takes a cold, steely look at Rash and Primrose as they cower behind the vat. He looks at Inutaro, who is on his phone looking at Google search results for TikTok hottie dance swimsuit Kendrick Lamar squabble up. Rex looks at the soldiers raining down bullets and sees it all in a syrupy sweet slow motion. His eyes train on a control panel nearby, completely isolated with no cover. A big cable runs from the control panel to the door. Rex follows it with his eyes, back and forth about 5 times before making a Eureka-style facial expression.
Look, guys, I think if I go mash those buttons, it'll probably open that door, allowing us to escape. Well, maybe not all of us.
Rexon, if you do that, you're dead meat!
Me? I didn't mean me. I meant someone should.
Rex, don't do it. Don't be a hero.
I was just speaking hypothetically. I bet Inutaro could probably do it easily if he was paying attention. I'm also looking at some of these spent rounds rolling around on the floor, and these are all definitely chocolate-tipped bullets. If anything, it makes the least sense for a dog to risk it all. A person with a chocolate allergy? Sure, I wouldn't send them either.
I love chocolate! I wonder how easy it is to lick it off the spent rounds. Grab me some bullets. I want to put them in my mouth. I'll remember not to chew.
If I'm gonna grab you a couple bullets, I might as well go mash the button while I'm at it.
Guys, we have to do something. And fast. My phone is on 5%.
Leave it to me, Inutaro. Your mentor.
You're my mentor? That can't be right. My mentor is a big rig driver who taught me everything I know about long-haul trucking. I think it starts with a B. Bucky?
Let's see Bucky do this. Get ready to run for the doors.
Rex takes off, bursting from behind the large iron vat and sprinting toward the control panel. As the bullets fly overhead, Rex lurches low to the ground, running on all fours, and slides in behind the control panel. He reaches up, slams the big red button, and the door flies open.
Thanks for lending a paw, Rex. When we get back to Earth, we'll repay your bravery with a trip to that doggy strip club called Bitches.
You know, just last year there was a girl there who really liked me. A girl dog, that is. I almost asked for her number. I could tell from her 8 nipples she had already had kids, but you know what? I could be a stepfather, so...
With Rex out in the open, the cats above train their rifles on him and fire. He takes 3,692 bullets straight to the eyes, mouth, heart, arms, legs, torso, brain. You get the idea. That's a lot of chocolate. Could have baked a damn Black Forest cake with all that. The bullets cause his instantly dead body to go ragdoll and his corpse flops all over the factory at 100 miles an hour. One of the cat soldiers throws a grenade down there and the soldier next to him just starts laughing. One of the soldiers is jumping up and down and tagging the wall with a low-res picture of Sean Connery saying, "You're the man now, dog." The grenade explodes at Rex's corpse's feet, sending him flying 100 feet into the air, hitting the ceiling of the factory, and ricocheting toward the soldiers who are still firing full clip. Rex's corpse hits the top railing, surrounded by soldiers who all start shooting each other because they refuse to stop firing at the very dead Rex. About 300 soldiers shoot at each other in a circle, and Rex's corpse rolls back down to the factory floor, landing on an assembly line with his ass in the air.
No!
They killed Rex-sama. Rex-chan.
Maybe he's okay.
Inutaro! Rex is gone! We have to move!
He's probably fine. He could just crawl into a new shell.
You're thinking of a hermit crab.
Oh my god, they killed Rex!
Okay, Cartman. Haha.
We can't let his sacrifice be in vain. He'll haunt us for sure. Let's hurry to the next room.
Inutaro, Rash, and Primrose bolt for the door. They don't really have to dodge any bullets because all the soldiers are still shooting Rex. They enter a small room with a glowing, hovering save point and lock the door behind them. They all sigh heavily, and as they gain their breath, the mood grows dour.
Rex-chan, he died just like Kenny-sama, but he won't be back next week.
Can you use your white magic to bring him back?
A lot of white magic doesn't work on dogs because it has grapes in it.
I feel like someone should say a few words. Inutaro, would you like to? You knew him better than anybody. I remember every day after school, you and Rex would go out to the parking lot. You're a 14-year-old freshman who drives to school every day, and he was principal of that school. And you would drive around at 10 miles an hour tops and just let Rex chase your car for hours until he was tuckered out. You did it so much, there was a rumor going around school that you didn't have parents.
I started that rumor, by the way.
Me and Rex were close. There's no doubt about it. I wish I could have finished watching him die. I think it would have made me more powerful. To see that with my own 2 eyes, my peepers, really make a meal of it. I would have turned his suffering into anger, which is my most powerful weapon.
Across the room, an assembly line-style conveyor belt rolls along with dozens of identical mounted machine guns made out of scratching post material. Just as Inutaro stops speaking, Rex's corpse rolls by.
Who's that?
Oh, Rex! Since we aren't going to bury him, I'm glad I at least got to look at him one last time. I still remember my first day at Dogcatcher High School. I was so stereotypically shy. I spent the entire day with my back pressed against the corner wall of the gymnasium, akin to something you might see in the end credits of an anime. But Rex came right up to me, and he said, "Listen, Primrose, everyone knows you're a beautiful genius, that you are the vibrant rose that grows despite the coldness of the world, and you don't need any advice." Then he asked for my lunch since I wasn't eating it.
I remember the junior year spring assembly in Dogcatcher High School. I skipped Basset Hound 101 to play Pokemon Go with that gutter girl, Glenda Greasy. So gutter girl Glenda Greasy and I are headed down to the stairwell where people do hand stuff or kill themselves at, and guess who's there? Rex. He doesn't look at me with any judgment. He just walks up to me, leans in, and whispers to me that due to his heightened sense of smell, he can tell that gutter girl Glenda Greasy currently has fleas. I said fleas, not bad, and we both laughed. Later on, I found out she had hepatitis X. Thank God stuff like that can't follow you to a new planet.
I swear, I will avenge Rex by killing the cat god. I mean, sure, I've killed thousands of dogs with my own bare hands without a second's remorse. But this dog was my friend, or dentist, or a youth soccer coach, or whatever. It's not important anymore. I'll kill a bastard who did this and finish this once and for all.
Inutaro presses his hand against the glass as Rex's corpse rolls over into a huge, dirty garbage can with no bag in it. There's a bunch of Three Musketeers wrappers matted into his fur.
Come on, guys. The best way to honor his memory is to stop talking about him and move on. I'm sure we'll see his face in the ending credits or something.
Primrose shoves open another door and begins pushing Inutaro and Rash through it. They go up some stairs and open a door onto a large courtyard area in front of the cat god's temple. Despite the action below, it seems quiet up here. For now. Rash, Primrose, and Inutaro see a large gravy lake with a small, colorful roller coaster directly in front of them.
Coast looks clear.
Beavis and Butthead versus Cartman.
Cartman.
Guys, stay focused. We still don't know what's up here.
Cartman versus Stewie.
Stewie. Cartman versus John Cena.
Cena.
Ah!
What happened? Who beefed?
Primrose's outstretched hands manifest a large softball glove made of white light. A smoking, large-caliber bullet is caught in the center of the glove.
Looks like we got us a cat sniper on our hands.
Cat sniper?
I don't see anyone.
Me neither.
I do.
Inutaro gazes upward as the camera pulls back to the cold distance of deep space. A meteor goes by. A couple shooting stars fly over a tiny platform made of rock, way, way above Planet Wet Food. The only thing on the platform is a little fluffy kitty cat with a gigantic sniper rifle that's about 746 feet long.
Looks like I found you at last.